I'm Walter. I'm one of the security engineers with Security Research and Operations Organization within Cisco. It is Tuesday, September 10th, and it is Microsoft Patch Tuesday again. And wow, massive release this month from Microsoft. 13 bulletins that address 47 unique vulnerabilities. Now, that is one bulletin less than was in the advanced notification that was released last Friday by Microsoft. 6 of those CVEs are shared. In this case, each one is addressed twice in different bulletins. 4 of the bulletins carry a critical rating, the remainder important. We'll start with the first bulletin, MS13-067. This is the SharePoint Server Bulletin. Addresses 1 critically rated CVE, the other 9 are important. 6 of these CVEs are shared. They will appear in 2 other bulletins. This bulletin is rated critical and is a patch priority for this month. CVE 2013-3180, this is the post cross-site scripting vulnerability, has been publicly disclosed. There is an IPS signature available for it, as well as some of the other vulnerabilities, but not all of them. Now, there are 6 bulletins that affect Office. The first one, MS13-068, this is the Outlook bulletin. There's 1 critically rated CVE. This is also a critically rated bulletin, and it is a patch priority for you this month. There is not an IPS signature available for this. MS13-072, this is the Office bulletin. 13 important rated CVEs. 5 of the CVEs here are shared with MS13-067, the SharePoint bulletin, right? There is not an IPS signature available for this bulletin. MS13-073, this is the Excel bulletin. 3 important rated CVEs. 1 of those CVEs are shared with MS13-067, the SharePoint bulletin. The CVE 2013-1315, there is an IPS signature available for it, and again, it is one of the shared CVEs. MS13-074, this is the Access bulletin. 3 important rated CVEs, no IPS signatures available for it. MS13-075, this is the IME bulletin. 1 important rated CVE, no IPS signatures. MS13-078, front page bulletin. 1 important rated CVE, there is an IPS signature available for it. MS13-069, this is the IE bulletin. 10 critically rated CVEs. The bulletin carries a critical rating and is a patch priority for you this month. There is an IPS signature available for all but 1 of the CVEs. Now, there's a pretty good chance that we're probably going to see exploit code built for a number of these vulnerabilities, so you definitely want to patch this one, especially if you run IE in your enterprise. And let's finish up with the 5 bulletins that affect Windows. MS13-070, this is the OLE bulletin, 1 critically rated CVE. This bulletin also carries a critical rating, but there is no IPS signature available for it. MS13-071, this is the Windows Theme Bulletin. 1 important rated CVE, there is an IPS signature available for it. MS13-076, the kernel mode drivers. There's 7 important rated CVEs. We do not have IPS signatures for this. Basically, these are all essentially local vulnerabilities. And if you hear that outside, they're pouring concrete across the street from me, so just ignore the truck noises. Carrying on, MS13-077, this is the Service Control Manager Bulletin. 1 important rated CVE. There are no IPS signatures available for this. Again, this is a local vulnerability. And we'll finish up with MS13-079. This is the Active Directory Bulletin. 1 important rated CVE. There is an IPS signature available for it. Now, where do you find all kinds of information about all this? Well, head on over to cisco.com/security. And you'll land on the SIO portal, or the Security Intelligence and Operations portal, right? Here you're going to see all the vulnerability alerts. There's a lot of detail in those alerts. They're broken down, basically 1 alert per CVE, and you'll also see IPS signature linkage within that. We also publish an event response, and it's a really nice, neat reference table. It makes my OCD very happy. We list out each bulletin, its related alerts, the CVE IDs, any of the available mitigations that's including IPS and additional, and also the CVSS scores for all the bulletins. And there's also an applied mitigation bulletin. Now, this provides identification and mitigation techniques that administrators can deploy on Cisco devices within their infrastructure. These apply to Cisco and third-party vulnerabilities, so it's not just ours. It's pretty much anything you can do. Right? You've got Cisco equipment we show you how to put it to use to detect and mitigate and help protect your enterprise. So look at the other at the A&B for other options that are not just IPS to help protect your enterprise. All right, that is a quick rundown for this month, and we will see you next time.